Welcome to the fourth day of training. Now I received a lot of feedback for going too much forward, also so basically just doing bad slips, and also in terms of footwork, that my footwork is not developed in terms of boxing or sparring. So just before I go and drill the exercise again with a partner, I decided to start training at home as well. So before I go and do the drills again with my partner at the dojo, I'm going to start doing some drills at home, record the progress so we see how good I develop at them, and also I'm open as always for your feedback to tell me what I'm doing wrong and what's good, and etc. Know that this is the very first time I'm going to do these drills, so please be forgiving, be open. I mean, criticize me, but also realize that I'm a beginner here. And the last thing, I wanted to give a shout out and thank you to Shane from Fight Tips, who actually uploaded videos of these drills on his channel. The channel is really great. Fight Tips, that's a channel I always go to and look at the exercises like this, and that's a good place to go to. So just note that that's the place where I got these exercises from, and definitely make sure you check them. One thing in Aikido we really suck at is punching. We do these, we step in, punch, stop. Because I was used to punching like that, a few different instructors told me when I showed my punch is that I hold it out too much here. So I punch, I push it, and then I bring it back. And it's hard for me to just retract it. I'm not used to doing that. So I was given another exercise for that. So the exercise that I was suggested, instead of pushing my punch to get used to throwing, actually to take random objects, so right now it's just pieces of paper, and just to throw it out, and keep on doing it. So just one more, and it does feel already different, and just to get into the habit of doing that, I was told to just keep on doing it, and that's what I'm going to do for the next 5 to 10 minutes. So let's get started. Just for the end of the 5th day of training, we'll add one more exercise. We'll just do a bit of boxing sparring, just strikes, probably no clinching, probably no takedowns, no kicking, just to get used to punching each other, so that I would also have a chance to feel how I can keep distance with my partner. So just a tiny bit of that, and then we'll move on to the 6th day. So welcome to the last day, the 6th day of our Aikido Quest episode 3, where we are going to do the same drills and we're going to film it so you could see the progress, whether we're progressing, regressing. Just let us know in the comments after we finish, but we're going to do the same drills again. Also, we're going to do a short sparring, just general light sparring. Obviously, we both don't have much experience, but still, it's experience. So we're going to spar with some boxing gloves, just doing some punching and getting used to the kind of sparring feeling. Let's see how it goes. So as you might have seen, we didn't end up without any blood, a bit of a nosebleed, but at the same time, you know, what's interesting is that in Aikido we avoid these things. In Aikido, it's a very clean art, and as Roy Dean in a talk we had said, it's very much white collar, which is fine, it's good. I think we do need practices for white collar people, but at the same time, if you're not willing to get a nosebleed, if you're not willing to get punched in the face, my question is, can you really get ready for someone who's going to really try to hit you? It's a question, and I tend to lean to, I think we do need these exercises. We do need to get a bit messy if we want to get used to the messiness of a real situation. In spite of all, after those 6 days, the main lesson probably I received, I'm sure there's some skills which develop, but at the same time, I think one of the people commented in the second episode that we are trying to start running without having learned to walk first. And I think that's a great insight, especially with the sparring. Sparring is necessary, but at the same time when we spar, I realize we don't know really what we're doing. You know, we don't know what's the strategy, and it might build up as trial and error, but you know, the question is how much headaches are we going to get afterwards? So I think sparring needs to be there as far as I can see right now after this experience, but we also need some basics, which I think that's what we need to get down, some really simple basics, and only then to continue with the harder ones, and you might have skipped some steps. So I'm curious if you agree with this or not. In the end, I think for this, there's no easy path. This is not easy, nobody's used to getting punched, but at the same time, again, life is going to get you into a mess. Will you be ready for that if you're not ready for that mess? And as Mike Tyson said, you know, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So I think this experience was definitely very important, very necessary. I'm looking forward to hear your feedback. What do you have to say about this? Was there some progress? Did we do something wrong? Of course, we did many things wrong, but what did we do wrong? And do you agree basically with the main insight? Are we taking too big steps too quickly? And I'm pretty sure yes. I'm pretty sure we need more coaching, more training, more guidance. But still, we're doing our best with what we can, and you let us know what you think about that. So before I end, as always, if you want to support this project, if you want me to meet more experienced trainers and have their help in this training, so just check the Patreon page, consider supporting this project. Every support really makes a big difference. Right now I'm going to fly to England because of the support of Patreon to train with a person who's experienced in boxing and combatives. So yeah, a lot of good stuff is coming up. This is our first steps. As always, looking forward to hear what you think, and I'll see you on the virtual mat again soon.